Hey everyone, it's Angel again. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I want to do a little bit of watercolor and kind of chat with you guys about some plans I've been making. I have a little teeny tiny haul, so I'm kind of random today. But I also wanted to talk about DIY watercolor palette ideas. Yeah, that's how random it is on this channel. So I have my little Cotman Sketcher pocket box ready, and I'm going on a trip in the next couple weeks, and I plan to bring this with me. I am going to take out some of the colors that I don't really use, like these two. This is I think titanium white and burnt umber, which I do paint with burnt umber, but for some reason I don't paint with burnt umber when I'm using this palette. I also don't use cadmium red a whole lot and cadmium yellow that much, and I barely ever use yellow ochre. And these two colors I barely ever use too. This is phthalo blue and phthalo green. So I was thinking about taking out the colors that I don't use, since they're not glued in there. This palette's wet, by the way, because I was just kind of painting in there. But so probably what I'm going to do is take them out and of course clean it out, and then fill them with colors that I do use, because I do love how compact this is. I originally wanted to make some DIY like little watercolor tins, which I probably will do, and I'll do that with you guys. And I wanted to share with you guys too, like different ideas that I had about them. But before I do that, if I even get to that, since I am going to alter this and modify it to suit my needs, it's really weird. I kind of wanted to document how it looked in the first place before I changed it all up. It's very dirty, I know. But I don't know. It took me a long time to even decide whether or not I was going to modify this, because I just felt like, I don't know, I felt like this weird emotional attachment to it. And I felt like I should leave it the way it is, because that's the way I bought it. I felt like, you know, since it's it's got all these Cotman paints, and I don't really paint, like at home, I don't paint very much with the Cotman brand. I love M. Graham. That's my favorite one. And if I can afford an M. Graham paint over a student grade one, or even like the Winsor Newton professional grade, that's the one that I will buy. But yeah, so I don't know, I just felt really weird about changing it. I have a strange, I don't know, I'm weird. I'm just a weirdo. That's all you guys need to know about me. So I kind of wanted to document how it looks for my journal. And I also wanted to try out a new, well, this is a new little pen eraser, click eraser that I bought for my kit to put in my Midori. And I sketched out this this little palette, my little friend here, and I thought I would paint it on camera for you guys. So I think what I want to do is, since this is in pencil, I think what I want to do is get it in ink, like go over it with my Copic multi-liner. Where is it? It's in here in my Midori. My Copic multi-liner. This is a .35 nib, and I'm really like pen and like watercolor wash drawings are really new to me. So I'm just gonna apologize in advance for how awful my line work is, but you know, it's all right. Just like pretend, you know, just pretend that this is a good drawing. I mean, it's really not that hard, you know, that hard of a drawing, right? I mean, it's just like a bunch of little boxes, basically, but I don't know. I was gonna do this off camera, but I thought I would chat with you guys a little bit, just because like I was thinking about, you know, what it's like to travel with art supplies, because I've never actually done that. I mean, I don't travel a whole lot, but in the past, when I have traveled, it never even really occurred to me that you know, I should do some art while I was on vacation. Is that weird? That I never thought about that, but yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't travel a whole lot, so it's not like, you know, that's something that I would have thought about anyway. And it's only just been recently that I've really gotten back into being, you know, more dedicated to doing art for myself. So, so yeah. But like I said, I've never really done a whole lot of plein air painting, and I really want to do that. And oh my goodness, you know, Hawaii is just the perfect opportunity to do that. And so I'm so looking forward to, you know, getting out my little paints while I'm sitting on my towel or my chair, and, you know, while my husband's surfing, and getting some beautiful painting in. I did do a few drawings when I used to live there. I used to live in Hawaii in, I think, the year 2001. We lived in Hawaii for a short time, and do I want to? I do. Yeah. So we lived in Hawaii for a short time, and I did do a few drawings while I was out there, but I wasn't really into watercolor. I wasn't into watercolor painting at all back then. Everything for me was all about oil. I was like, you know, I was crazy about oil painting. I can't say I was ever really good at it, but, you know, that's what I liked to do. But we weren't really in Hawaii long enough for me to get, you know, a whole lot of work in. I think we were only there for about 6 months. So I did a few things, but not a whole lot. I mean, Hawaii, like, if you are not a lazy person, or if you don't get easily distracted, or if you don't know how to relax, you know, you go to Hawaii and it's like suddenly you just want to be lazy and lay on the beach and like do nothing and take in the scenery and, you know, enjoy the nature. So, oh, what did I do there? Oh, well, oh, okay. That's what I wanted to do. So, yeah. Okay, well, that's not bad, right? I feel like I should I? No, I'll kind of gesture that in a little bit. So let me get all of these erase. I'm not really crazy about this eraser. It's not like it cost me that much, but it's really not as good as my trusty old Hello Kitty eraser. Speaking of Hello Kitty, you guys, I plan to shop for art supplies a lot of art supplies while I'm out there. If I see, you know, a good, you know, Japanese store that sells art supplies, I'm totally going to. I was gonna buy, I was thinking about buying a new watercolor palette, just, you know, just for this trip. But then I just decided no, because I don't want to have to get to know a new palette, you know, while I'm like, you know, sketching on the go. So I even sketched in a little, I don't know if you can see that, I sketched in a little drawing of how it looks while it's closed, but I'm not going to paint that today. That's painting like white, you know, like white subject matters, or painting white subjects with watercolor is really hard for me, at least. I mean, it might be easy for you if you happen to be watching. So I bought this brand new koi water brush, because I do have a few water brushes. I'll show you guys. I've got where's the other one? I have another one. So I've got these two at hand. This is a Pentel. water brush, and I actually like it, but it's seen its better days. It looks nice and pointy right now, but once you get going with it, I don't know, I've abused this brush a lot. And then this one, which is kind of pointless, I don't even use it. I think it's more for calligraphy, but even then, I don't know. It's a Derwent number 3 flat. It's awful. I hardly ever use it. It's really, honestly, it was a pointless waste of money. So I bought this one just the other day, and I bought it because it's got, it's just more compact. I mean, it doesn't fit obviously in here, but it's just going to be easier to drag around. So I filled this with water now, and it took me a minute to figure out that I got to turn it the opposite direction to open it, but I'm still kind of trying to get the hang of working with a water brush. I tend to either, I don't know, I think because I have a difficult time controlling my water in the first place, that that's why I have a difficult time with it. This is going to be the easiest painting in the world because I'm just basically, it's just basically like coloring. So yeah. But like I said, I just wanted to document, how this looked, because I am going to change it and change the colors and take them out. I may even replace the ultramarine blue. So that's phthalo blue. I may even replace the ultramarine blue with the professional grade one, because I do want to, I want to do some good painting there. It's going to be quick because I'm going to be outside, on the beach, and I don't know how much time I'm going to have or how much space I'm going to have. I really don't have a whole lot of experience painting plein air, so it's it's going to be fun. I can't wait. And I really, for a long time I kept thinking, like, maybe I'm just, I'll make one out of, the classic, everyone's favorite Altoids tin. But I just thought, I don't know. I just thought it's just so much more convenient to use, I think, this one. Just like I said, because I like that the mixing areas are separate. It just, I don't know. It just feels right to use that one. So that, I feel like that's the one that I should use. So, yeah. I know for sure I'm going to bring my Midori. I don't know what all I'm going to be putting in it to bring. I really should do an updated video on my Midori because I just feel like I'm not using it the way, I feel like I'm not using it the way that I should be using it, but how I should be using it, I still don't really know. I don't know. I use it mostly for sketching. Well, I'll show you. Hold on while I'm doing this. I do bring it with me often, and I'm actually in my second insert here. So here it is. Still looks the same. I took out the calendar that was in there. So see, I do use it. I do use it. Not a whole lot, because drawing takes a lot of discipline, and you guys know that I don't have a lot of discipline. Here's a good drawing I did recently. There's a good little drawing that I did recently, and then I keep pencils, and there's a colored pencil graphite stick in there, and then I've got this insert in here, which is the lined paper, and I don't really use it. So I feel like I should be using it differently. I want to use it to its full potential. So I am going to bring it with me to Hawaii. I just don't know if I'm going to use it as, as what it is, which is a travel journal, or as a sketchbook, or as a junk journal, or, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think I'm overthinking things. I know. I tend to do that. I do. So, yeah, I'm really not happy with this drawing now that I see it. But it's okay. It's all right. That really is a beautiful blue. It's just so difficult to work with. That's phthalo blue. It's so difficult to work with because it's such an overpowering color. And I just have a really difficult time. I think I do plan to bring it though, because I'll be doing a lot of ocean scenes, seascapes while I'm there. And so, it would be good to have as many pretty blue colors as I can bring. So yeah, I may even switch out the sap green for a professional quality sap green. I don't even know if I have a professional sap green. I may only have the Cotman one. I'm not sure. I just bought a new color, you got. I should show you. It's green gold. I had been wanting it for a really long time, and every time I'm at the store, I would always forget that I wanted it. I must not have really wanted it, but I had to go to the art store the other day because to get this brush, and I wanted to get some gel medium since I've been doing a little bit, not much, acrylic painting, but I do love painting with gel medium. So I wanted to get some gel medium, and then I picked this up, green gold, and it is so beautiful. It is such a beautiful color. Let me show you guys. I actually I was playing with it yesterday when I got home. But yeah, isn't it pretty? Look how it's like, it kind of reminds me of quinacridone yellow, because it's really dark and intense when it's in its most, what do you call that, concentrated form. And then look how beautifully it waters down into. I mean, it's just so beautiful. And I wrote under here, it looks like pickle juice, because it does. It really does. So where are we now? Okay, burnt sienna. I think when I talk about, I think I should, yeah, I'm gonna make this video into two halves or two different videos. I'll break it up when I talk about the different options for traveling, because I got a bunch of tins, and I really do want to make a DIY watercolor tin. Not necessarily for traveling, but for, like, I don't know, if I'm out, out to dinner or out having coffee somewhere. It would be nice to get some gesture sketching in. I'm really working hard on my sketching, my quick sketching, and my gesture drawings of, like, people, because I've been out of practice for so long that it looks like, when I do it, it just, I'm struggling, I really am. So here's white, which nobody, well, not nobody, just I never use it. I hardly ever use it. And a lot of watercolor, purists, snobby snobs, don't use it. Okay, there we go. So there's white, and I really want to document how messy that part is. And let's pick up some of this color and just kind of like, kind of swirl it around. Put that there in the corner, make it really messy, since it is pretty messy. Sorry about that movement. That's my little puppy. Well, she's not little. She's an adult now. She's always trying to get into my lap. If she's awake and I'm in here, she's always wanting to get in my lap. Always. So let's kind of, well, no, I don't want to spray that because, you know, but I want it to look all messy and like worked in, because that is what it looks like in here. Well, I have to say, so far I do like this this brush a lot more than I thought I did, or than I did before. So I want to make it, I kind of want to make this, look messy and lived in, because that is what it looks like, especially around here. Let's just to make it more mucky looking, I'm just gonna use this, dirty paint, muddy paint, and kind of, I don't know, use it for shading, kind of, just to like, I don't know, make it messy, make it look a little bit more realistic. I'm gonna have to go back in with the pen and perfect some of these lines. So yeah, I'm trying to learn a more illustrative style, because I really would like to write a children's book. I've been really wanting to do that for a really, really, really long time, you guys. I know, like, that sounds like a crazy idea, but I would really like to write, if you follow my dog's Instagrams, I like making up stories about them on my Instagram, and or on their Instagram, and their followers really love the stories that I tell about them, and some of them have a little bit of truth in there. I mean, obviously they don't talk. My dogs don't talk, but they're really crazy, and they do a lot of funny things, especially my Mouser. And so I like to take pieces of his personality and really try to incorporate that into telling stories about them. And their followers really like it, and so I've been wanting to do a children's book, or I wrote down some ideas for it, and I really think that it would be something really cool to do, guys. That's something that I really, really want to do eventually. And yeah. So that's what I plan to do. So I just want to make a dark, like a gray to like put in here, and I'm just putting, like, honestly, like, I'm not even getting scientific with these shadows. I'm just kind of like putting them in random spots, because I want to numb down that blue a little bit. It's too much there. Okay, well, there it is. There's my little my little Cotman Skechers pocket box. I'm going to write that down and then write down all the colors on here and kind of perfect the drawing a little bit if I can. And yeah, so that I have documented it, and now I can alter it to fit my needs and not feel so bad about not staying true to how it was made. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna break it up. I wanted to talk about the different travel ideas and options to do when you are traveling with art supplies. Even though I don't have a whole lot of experience traveling with art supplies, I thought of a bunch of different ideas of how to make things compact, and what you could use, and yeah. So I'll see you then in the very next video, and until then, go out and do something and make something that makes you happy and brings you joy in your life, and I will see you again really soon. Bye-bye.